Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the second part of the ZESCO electricity progressive tariffs and cost explained. In the first part, we looked at the new approved residential tariffs that applies to residential customers within Zambia with the 4 bands: band 1, 0 to 100 units, band 2, above 100 units but less than or equal to 200 units, band 3, more than 200 units but less than or equal to 400 units, and band 4 units more than 400 units, which cost in progressions of 0.35 Zambian kwacha per unit in band 1, 1 Zambian kwacha per unit in band 2, and 2.42 Zambian kwacha in band 3, and 3.45 Zambian kwacha in band 4. We also looked at when we compare from the base to the other progression in the bands, like from R1, which is our base, to R2, from R1 to R3, and from R1 to R4, which gives you progressive increments of 186%, 591%, and 886%. We also talked about in the next phase, we look at the different scenarios. So today we actually look at the scenarios for 100 units, 200 units, 300 units, 400 units, and 500 units. So when we start with the scenario 1, which is the first scenario, 100 units per consumption per month. So what it means is that the 100 units, if we go to the cost for band 1, which gives us 35 Zambian kwacha per month, and then 420 Zambian kwacha for 12 months, and 2,100 Zambian kwacha for 5 years cost. When we go to 200 units, so which means the first 100 units are in band 1 and the second 100 units are in band 2. So the cost per month becomes approximately 135 Zambian kwacha, 1,620 for 12 months, and 8,100 covering the cost of 5 years, assuming these same bands continues throughout. When we look at the next band, which is 300 units, so it gives us the first 100 units in band 1, the second 100 units in band 2, the third 100 units in band 3. So the cost approximately 377 Zambian kwacha per month, 4,524 Zambian kwacha for 12 months, and 22,620 Zambian kwacha covering 5 years. Equally, when we go to band 4, it doesn't change so much with band 3, except now you have got 200 units more in band 3. So this gives an approximate cost of 619 Zambian kwacha per month, 7,428 Zambian kwacha for covering 12 months, and 37,140 Zambian kwacha covering for 5 years. Then when we jump to the last band for today, which gives us 500 units consumption per month. So we have got the first 100 units in band 1, the second 100 units in band 2, followed by 200 units that is in band 3, and 100 units in band 4. So the approximation in this case, per month, it gives you 964 Zambian kwacha per month. If we do a forecast or projection of 12 months, it gives 11,568. When we do a forecast for 5 years, it gives approximately 57,840. So one question that will come to mind, why am I showing you the projection or forecast for 12 months, the projection and forecast for 5 years? Essentially, when we have got these scenarios, what it means is that holding the tariff band equal, this is your cost that you have to pay to ZESCO, which is the utility company in Zambia, for the next 12 months, for the next 5 years, if you are within these bands. Of course, we have got interbands, for instance, 150, 250, 350, 450. So the approach or the logic is the same. All the units from 0 to 100 covers band 1, more than 100, less than or equal to 200, band 2, more than 200 units, less than or equal to 400 units, band 3, and more than 400 units, band 4. So from my experience in the past years that I've actually provided consultancy analysis for consumption of different houses in Zambia, particularly in different provinces where I've helped to design solar power systems. So what I see as an optimal scenario is someone investing 5 years of their consumption in a solar system that can help them to either reduce on the consumption or probably go off ZESCO or use ZESCO as a backup. So when we look at the scenarios, we see that scenario 1 is optimal. Of course, if we look at 2,100 and also a consumption of 100 units, this gives you more on lighting system and less of the other heavy loads that we know. So someone would be able to actually invest in a solar lighting system that costs around 2,100. When we go to band 2, of course, is scenario 2, we have 8,100, which is available for investment. We go to 300 units, you have got 22,620 Zambian kwacha. That, from my own experience, is optimal for you to invest in a solar system that will help you either reduce on your consumption. The idea is to have a consumption of at least 200 units is good enough, or 100 units is good enough. So you can actually take off some of the loads. But when we start to go to 400 units, that's 37,140 and 57,840. Already for scenario 3, scenario 4 and scenario 5, it gives you an optimal system that you can actually invest. And also from my background calculations, at the current rate that we are in, actually what you invest in, considering that if you are to invest this and you have got a return, this will pay you on the average rates that are there about 3.5 years. So thank you very much for today. Next, we will look at the other scenarios, which is in part 3. We'll look at 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000 units. So this has been Dr. Enoch Mlenga, and thank you. See you in part 3.